So this is Speaker for the Dead by Orson Scott Card. And this book was actually the follow-up or a sequel to his book called Ender's Game. And in this book, Ender actually has defeated the buggers or the aliens. And now he has taken on a new persona. And now he is a speaker for the dead. So it's kind of like a eulogy, but it's more intense what his role is. And in the process of, I'm sorry, it's been a little bit. And in the process of his investigating, because that's what he does in order to find out he doesn't just speak about the human who had passed, like their life, like they had many children, what they did. No, he investigates even the events surrounding the death, which of course could lead to some conflict. So that's what this book is about. And it's also about the struggle for humanity to continue to live. So I'm just going to read, starting on page 143 from Speaker of the Dead. So, you've been prying, said Naveen, and you weren't very clear about it. Is that what passes for tactics among speakers for the dead? It's got you here, didn't it? The speaker smiled. What were you looking for in my files? I came to speak. People's death. I didn't kill him. My files are none of your business. You called me here. I changed my mind. I'm sorry. It still doesn't give you the right to... His voice suddenly went soft, and he knelt in front of her so that she could hear his words. People learned something from you, and whatever he learned, the piggies killed him because of it. So you locked your files away where no one could ever find out. You even refused to marry Lebo, just so he wouldn't get access to people. I'm sorry, I'm not very good with names. You twisted and distorted your life and the lives of everybody you love in order to keep Lebo and now Miro from learning that secret and dying. She felt a certain coldness, and her hands and feet began to tremble. He had been there 3 days, and already he knew more than anyone but Lebo had ever guessed. So the reason why I chose that passage and the reason why I made markings there is because I like the feelings that the word choice invoked. I like the imagery that it brought to mind when the author strung together the words of how she suddenly felt coldness and her hands and feet began to tremble. So that's why I made note of that, because I'm big on how a text is structured or organized. And also because I used a literary device, of course, imagery. And I came to speak people's death. That line right there was like very powerful, because that line right there summed up his whole role, and it let you know that it was more than just a eulogy that we know. So that's why I like that too, and it kind of encompasses the whole overall tone of the book. So that's why I chose that. And but yeah, the book is not, as far as I'm concerned, you don't need to read Ender's Game in order to read this book, because to me it's a total story in itself. But that's why I chose Speaker for the Dead, and hopefully I piqued your interest. Thank you.